in looking back at their match history, thanks to FGCombo.com, Mono takes most of the sets that they have played.
Yes.
He's got a 79% win ratio. However, again, the last time that they played in a significant tournament was actually First Attack 2021. Winner of that, LuiMan.
Ooh,
LuiMan.
That's that's Mono's tournament.
That's his tournament.
That's Mono's tournament.
That's his, he runs that thing.
And you got 2-0'd in your own tournament, so Mono might have a little bit more to prove here. You know, we're gonna get to see exactly how the players feel about this match and see what they have to say going into this first winners match. So let's get those player statements up on the board. As you can see here, I have to face the CEO champ, so I expect to have an amazing match as we always do. Good stuff from TMM LuiMan20. Very much respect for his opponent and, you know, celebrating the recent win because that's a huge win for the Caribbean and, you know, Puerto Rico. So let's see what Mono has to say.
Mono, Red Rooster Mono. I've lost count of the many times me and LuiMan have faced off in tournament. We always go back and forth, so it will definitely be a good match. We both hate playing the matchup too, so let's see who wins the obstacle course this time. Yeah, as you talked about with this matchup, it's a funky one. They both have things that they can put on screen and limit movement, but they both have very interesting and strong, obviously unique movement. They both do as well. So it's a very sort of interesting navigation around the field. That's what we're going to be seeing here. As a reminder as well, this is the top 16, which means that it's first to 2 to get into the top 8. Here in winner's side, whoever wins right now will be in top 8 for tomorrow. They get a break for the rest of the day. We'll see. In addition, I just wanted to note that, you know, Mono did post up before the tournament started today. This is not like after the fact, before the tournament, that he's not feeling very well.
Yeah.
He's not feeling very well today.
It's hard to run an obstacle. It's hard to run an obstacle course when you're under the weather.
That is tough. I think that's true. He's already taken out, by the way, Ajax Fidelity, and LuiMan has already taken out AJ Martinez, so they've already run through tough opponents. Here we go. Beginning of top 16 for Central America, East number 2.
And there's the unique movement options we were talking about right at the beginning, and Mono not afraid to fly right in, fly, peacock, fly, but now playing in that danger zone in the neutral. And this is where Dhalsim wants to be, you know, establishing that range, making it so F.A.N.G has to take a risk in that neutral. And it's now a slow real estate battle of Mono getting pushed into the corner.
Yeah, slowly single leg pogo jumping over that SF Duel logo down at the bottom there on the stage, top choice stage.
Yeah, I love the way this stage looks, and, you know, trying to reestablish that spacing and understanding now with the setup. What a dash under, but gets caught.
He knew.
The trigger,
it's still coming anyway.
Ooh, big crush.
He's going to be bouncing big time, yes. Yo, let's go. Wow, that was sick.
Yeah, that was a good stall on the air momentum using the EX, and now Mono, the one who gets the activation. This is where it can all turn on a dime. Goes full screen.
Oh, here we go. That's right out of the eye, and he actually missed with Crouching Fear still, though. Corner.
Yeah, ooh, big EX, and this is going to be a one-touch situation. Yes, the overhead comes down. That was a counter hit as well, so LuiMan trying to contest and challenge out of the corner, which is respectable. It's a one-touch situation, both sides, but Mono coming out on top, and that V-trigger activation was the tail of the tape there.
He really likes trigger 1. Yeah, it gives that fireball to him. Get plus frames, which you're a little bit further away. Very useful for the characters, you can see.
Yeah.
Stuck now, though.
Ooh, and that is the unique movement to escape the fireball. Anybody else had to take that normal jump arc, but Mono with the F.A.N.G gets out, and this is huge. Stun is a factor here. One more situation, trading with the long normals.
EX, just to make sure that you put that right there. Here's Mono in the corner yet again. Oh!
Fireball connects. Poison is ticking. Any hit. You can't make any mistakes here as LuiMan.
He really wants to get the second activation. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, what a call. Perfect timing. He gets a little bit, and then all of a sudden, jumping forward from Mono, actually. He's ready for it.
Yeah.
Game number 1 for him.
And Mono has been changing his approach patterns there, too. Like, with moving around the fireballs is what I've seen. It's been 3 different situations where LuiMan wasn't ready for either the fly or just the jump forward, and that's where he's been scoring a lot of these big hits because everything looked great for LuiMan in the beginning part of those rounds, but as soon as V-Trigger was activated for Mono, character was online, and LuiMan got dismantled.
Yeah, I mean, you can see at the beginning of it that the way that LuiMan's playing, right, very mobile, that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Towards the end of that, though, he just didn't really get the chance. You know, you notice that Mono was cutting off more approaches. He was being more aggressive himself. He was jumping in. When that's happening, you don't get to move around as freely.
Exactly.
So he may have identified that and specifically attacked that. Now, we have LuiMan, I believe, going back to the lobby. I wouldn't expect a change.
Maybe just taking a second.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would expect here. Maybe it's V-Trigger 1 rather than V-Trigger 2, something like that, so he can maybe try to focus more on the sort of mid-range play rather than what you can do with obviously V-Trigger 2 setups. A lot of really fun, tricky stuff. But V-Trigger 1 oftentimes a little bit more dependable in some of these situations.
Yeah, and like you said, for the movement-based play, it was kind of falling into the trap that Mono was setting because we saw LuiMan trying to create that pace, but Mono just sped it up like ×2. He's like, I'm going to watch the recording, I'm going to go faster. And as soon as that pace got stepped up, it looked like LuiMan was a little lost. Wasn't able to control his movement as much, wasn't able to, push Mono into the positions that he wanted in that mid-range thing in the corner, and then fell apart for that first game. But again, they both hate this matchup, so I feel like it's a very swingy matchup for them, and that's why it is, because whenever somebody says that, it's I get blown up or you get blown up, and neither of us are happy about it.
It's just so weird. They're both weird characters, and they have to play against another weird character. It makes it extra weird. I hear you. Anyway, no switch, it turns out, for LuiMan.
Yeah, just taking an extra second to compose themselves and collect, and this is looking great. The Gale's in the corner, very good B reversal out, and now it's my turn to shine. It's our corner. Just
maintaining control here. Yeah. It wasn't even a tricky mix-up. It was just him doing very consistent stuff. Here comes setup.
Oh, yep, good catch, and to the juggle, and now you have to hold that. Great pick. Stuck in the corner once again. Plus frames into the Gale, and I'm still so plus. This is what's so good about Dhalsim. Not a zoner, definitely a rushdown character right now, though. Magic Pixel.
Mono's still alive, just barely. LuiMan trying to trade there with that cloud.
Yeah, any trade is a victory here for LuiMan. And, oh, yep, there it is. Trying to set the trap. And, Mono has to go for those situations because it makes it so LuiMan has to be more cognizant about his button presses. And, Mono, he was fighting for his life right there. Not able to get that first round, but, LuiMan fighting back. And, oh, wow.
You can see the ranges that Mono wants. He wants to be outside of Sim limbs, set it up, and then head right in. So LuiMan is walking forward a little bit. He's drilling forward. He's sliding forward a little bit. He wants to be within his own big range. And he's there now. His own offense is great for him, no doubt.
Yeah, it's really setting up the hazards. And, Mono trying to keep that space, jumping out. And now we're back to mid-screen. And there we go. Mono going for the backdash, keeping that exact spacing to stay out. But, ooh, big fireball connection. And another view reversal.
These V-reps have been so targeted from Mono.
Yep.
He's really gotten great utility. Underneath stand roundhouse? Okay.
That was actually
what a
insane.
limbo.
And that stun is going to lead to the round right there. Has enough meter, and he builds almost to the full stick of butter right there. So Mono, 1 round away from set point against LuiMan. And like we said, Mono wins here. He's done for the day. He can feel a little bit better, recover. So that's where he's trying to go right now. The poison is set, but great challenge from LuiMan.
What a catch. He's going to go. Yep, what a tricky little mix-up. No, he wanted the big damage combo. It didn't quite work out.
Yeah, sometimes the combo that is the best is the combo that works, but you got to make it happen, especially when you want to establish that lead, so I like it from LuiMan anyways. Good throw forward.
Oh, stealing a bit of a turn, and Mono knew it.
Ooh, big whiff throw. No, again, and he goes and jabs, has the plus frames after the whiff throw, so it's not too terrible, and that gray light means everything but activation station.
The setup comes. No, it's still there. Back. Fierce.
That was interesting.
Okay. Well, whatever happened there, it worked out for him. The anvil came out to play, and he hammered Mono on it to take that game.
Yeah, definitely refined. And it looked like a situation where Mono just didn't have the perfect spacing right there because both the knees whiffed, so the back roundhouse. I mean, he could have picked a couple different buttons, but maybe
I would love
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't think he was expecting a jump, but hey, if it works, it works, right?
It did work.
Gets a little sloppy here and there.
Yeah, look, I mean, as Mono said, these are back and forth matches between these two. So not surprised to see it go to the final game. It's plus frames here.
Ooh.
Yo, okay.
Big crush into the stun threat right now. Oh, nice. The fly stops the anti-air, but still gets the pick out right there.
Yeah, I think Mono's okay with just getting out. He would love to have gotten underneath. It's not going to happen. Here is the risk of stun.
And I love that. A couple standing shorts trying to get that last hit, but now stun no longer a factor. Going to continue to push forward. And Mono, still feels a little bit comfortable here. Has the V-trigger. Means 2 interactions could lead to death on the side of this Dhalsim. And here it begins.
Got him at the legs. Oh my God, what a mix. Here comes Mono.
Oh. The instant overhead into the activation. Looking scary right here. Nice dive under the activation. That was so smart, but the slide, there's just too much to think about right there. Fireball was about to bounce back into you anyways. And now LuiMan on match point.
What a recovery from him. Scouting out the coward crouch, looking for the anti-air as well. It's his turn.
Oh, wow.
Yo, he knew it! That was so sick!
Yeah,
What?
and that's definitely the player knowledge coming in right there, understanding the exact punish to the the windows that you typically want to V reversal.
Oh,
and that's high
so
level.
well.
Ooh.
Look at this. He's calling out everything right. Mono's in trouble.
Yeah, Mono definitely getting read like a book right now. It feels like LuiMan got the download. No hesitation for any of his decisions, and that lack of hesitation is what's going to send him into the top 8 tomorrow. LuiMan with a convincing first set. That was really good. First game lost to Mono, but it was back and forth. He had the control in the beginning of the match, and Mono was able to close it out, but then LuiMan it just felt like every decision was connecting. All the synapses in his brain were firing, and just had the read on one of his training partners.